This will change how you think about EQ. If you want a sound to cut through the mix, try this. We're gonna focus on this piano stab right here. Listen to how it kind of gets buried. Not a lot of upper mids and top end information. You hear it, but it lacks clarity with the other elements. So now let's add some tape saturation. And just to note that this sample already had a lot of distortion in it, so any saturation that I add is going to exacerbate it. But let's see how it sounds in the context of the mix, because that's what matters. So I didn't really hear any distortion. We got a little bit more of the piano without pushing the fader or adding any additional level on the meter. Plus, this is not the prominent element, so it didn't need to shine. It just needed to be a little bit more present. The next example is a bit more obvious. Now in the context of the mix. Now let's see how it would work on a drum loop or your drum bus. Now what I like to do first on a multi-band saturator like Saturn is solo the area where I'm hearing the kick knock, it has its snap, and that's usually somewhere around 700 hertz. And from that point on is where the saturation occurs. And then I'll increase the drive, and I'm gonna go a bit extreme here so you can hear it. Don't get me wrong, I love reaching for a good quality EQ and boosting where I need to. But I am finding that on certain sounds that can handle more overdrive or saturation and have a bit more of a distorted tone, whatever makes it cut, saturation can be a little bit more effective in achieving that goal. I actually found that trying to accomplish this with an EQ, making the boost a shelf from the frequency that I started the point of saturation, boosted by like 10 dB. It got the job done, tonally speaking, but it lacked the density and the fullness from the harmonics that the saturation developed. And this type of saturation doesn't work like this for everything. But as you can hear, it is another effective technique that you can try. And you can decide whether you're team saturation, team EQ, or use whatever tool you need for the job to make it sound better. So if this content helped you, follow for more just like this and save and share this post.